What's going on, you lukewarm evangelicals? How are you doing today? I am your host, Jay Dottie, and welcome to Dottie's Den. Before we get into this video, make sure to like and subscribe so we can share this content to save this country from the blood-sucking weirdo socialists out there. Weirdo socialists, yes, the weirdos out there trying to take over this nation. With that being said, let's get right into this video.
Black vote ain't for sale no more. Black vote ain't for sale. We bartering on business. We standing on business. Bring us some tangibles or get out of my face. Ricky Smiley, I love you. But crying on the radio for Kamala Harris, my brother, that's an all-time low. Don't do that again, Ricky Smiley. Don't you get on your radio show and cry for Kamala. Don't you do that, my brother. If you want to cry for Kamala Harris, if you want to cry for Kamala Harris, you do that in the privacy of your house. But if we're going to be honest, Steve Harvey and Ricky Smiley, and I love you both, no hate to my big brothers. But if we're going to be honest, Ricky Smiley and Steve Harvey, y'all only carried on because y'all got paid to carry on. Can we please be honest? Can we see? I want y'all to understand, overstand.
All right, let's talk about this, okay? First off, Dr. Umar is hilarious, right? Because what exactly are his motives? I know he's for the black community, but what the hell does he actually do for the black community? I know he was supposed to be building a school and all of that, but I need somebody to educate me out there. Somebody that is a fan of Dr. Umar or a supporter of Dr. Umar. Inform me of what he's actually doing for this community. I know you guys are going to say, just Google it. I've actually Googled him before, and I still don't have a clear understanding as to what he does for the black community. But what I can respect, though, okay? What I can respect about Dr. Umar is that he actually stands up against these politicians. He's not picking a side. He doesn't care about Republican or Democrat. He cares about black people specifically. And if I'm not mistaken, he includes Africans in the black, in the term black. A lot of black people use the term FBA, but he's not one of those. He's a Pan-Africanist, I believe. So he has a whole entire different philosophy than everybody else. And it's very interesting that Dr. Umar is the one to call Kamala Harris out for this, and to call these celebrities out for promoting her by getting paid. I just think that it's crazy that a lot of other Republican, or not even Republican, conservative influencers aren't actually calling this out. I guess it comes better from somebody like him.
And understand what King Kong is talking about.
King
y'all
Kong?
Carried on because y'all got paid to carry on. Kamala Harris and the Democratic plantation is paying you celebrities, paying you to shame black people into voting. Y'all know we not going to get nothing out of that vote. Y'all know we not going to get nothing out of that vote. Y'all know we not going to get nothing out of the vote, but they being paid. Y'all being bought. They offer me $10K for an interview with Kamala Harris. I don't want your money, but we can definitely do the interview. They offer me $10K for an interview with Kamala Harris. Yes, we can do the interview. Keep your damn money. King Kong consciousness ain't for sale.
He said King Kong consciousness ain't for sale. This guy is so funny to me. But I respect that. See, he's saying, hey, I don't want to take your money because if I take your money, I'm compromised then. At that point, I'm compromised if I take that money that you guys are offering me, and I have to answer like these, lowbrow, weak questions. Not even answer, I'm sorry. I have to ask these weak questions to her and all of this and that. So I respect that, right? I think that Dr. Umar, regardless of what you want to say about him, even if you just disagree with his philosophy like I do in a lot of ways, I disagree with, his philosophy and him thinking that a president should only focus specifically on certain demographics of people and promise specific things for certain demographics of people. I don't agree with the Asian hate bill because, he brings that up. He brings up the hate bill, crimes. He brings up financial, benefits for specific ethnicities and specific demographics. I don't agree with any of that stuff. So even though that they've done it already, I just don't agree with it. He thinks that basically how they're treating other minorities, they should treat black people. I just think that they shouldn't treat any minority like that at all. I think that the president should focus purely on the country itself. And I seen a video floating around about Kamala Harris saying that she wouldn't just benefit the black community. And at the end of the day, although I'm not going to be voting for her, I'm going to be voting for Trump, and I don't like her at all, I respect that opinion that she has. You shouldn't be focusing on a specific demographic or a specific ethnicity. But at the same time, I just focus on people standing on their morals and their values. And right now, Dr. Umar is standing on that. He believes that black people should really get more help from the government And he's standing on that. He's making the Democratic Party work for that vote. So, yeah.
I'm one of the real ones. Silverback Garvey Gorilla. I'm
Huh?
one of the real ones. Silverback Garvey Gorilla. Don't come to me with no
Did y'all just see? Wait, did he just like look around? Like, hey, ain't nobody looking at me, right? I'm gonna say it again. I'm one of the real ones, Silverback Garvey Gorilla. Why is this guy? Oh my god, I almost said nigga. I said it anyway. But why is this guy calling himself a gorilla? Wait, what's going on here? Wait, whoa.
propositions for money. I don't live for no money. I'm not one of these goofy ass rappers whose whole life is nothing but what you can buy and own. You dealing with real African DNA. This is real ancestral energy over here. I'm not no Ricky Smiley.
Okay, now I don't think he meant it like this. Okay, I don't think he meant it like this. Maybe he did. Maybe I'm giving him too much benefit of the doubt, right? But that sounded like he said, "Hey, I'm a pure blood. I'm from the actual continent. I'm not from America where they were enslaved and all of that stuff. Like I'm not like the other black people. I'm not a black American. I'm really African." That's that's kind of what it just sounded like he said to me. I'm gonna be honest with you. And if you guys know anything about the feud going on right now between the FBAs and like pretty much all other black people, it's that a lot of Africans specifically feel like that they're from the actual, homeland and that their blood is more pure. And I'm not gonna say a lot. I don't know if that's fair to say a lot, but the ones that I've seen, they've been saying that. So that kind of gave those type of vibes, which is kind of weird, But yeah.
And Steve Harvey. You don't drop no check off and say, get the Negroes to the plantation on November the 4th. You don't drop no check off and say, get the Negroes to the plantation.
Oh, that was it. Okay, that was the end of that video. Like I said, I respect Dr. Umar for doing that. I think that at the end of the day, a lot of black people right now are just voting for Kamala Harris because they see Trump and they see her, and they also take into account that she's black. Apparently she's black. Who knows? But they're taking that into account and say, okay, I'm just gonna vote for her. They're not making her work for that vote. This is just like every other election cycle. They do not make Democrats work for the black vote at all. And I think he's trying to change that, which I respect. If you guys know, I hate to bring his name up on YouTube because I think it's a barred name, but we're gonna bring it up anyway. Nick Fuentes, he's doing that with Trump right now. He's like, hey, you're not talking enough about white people. You're not talking enough about this and that. You're talking about legal immigration. We don't want any type of immigration at all, legal or illegal, all of that stuff. And he's making Trump work for his vote. Do I agree with the messages? Not really. But do I respect that he's holding to his values and that he's putting, politicians' feet to the fire? Yes. And that's exactly what Dr. Umar is doing. Pretty much two opposite sides of the same coin, right? You got I'm not gonna say he's a black supremacist, but you got the black supremacist and the white supremacist. Not gonna say either one of them are those titles. That's just like the easiest, term to use for lack of a better term, basically. But with that being said, my name is Jay Dottie. If you enjoyed this video, like and subscribe. Peace.